The Bears are who we thought they were. That's why we took the damn field.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
The Texans defense showed up last week against the Chargers, but they're going against the two-time defending champions, trying to go for that 3-peat. The Chiefs, who basically had a 3-week bye, or 2-week bye, however you want to look at it. So, just what's your prediction for this matchup?
I got the Chiefs. The Texans can hang in it, might hang in it like they did a couple weeks ago, but I got Kansas City.
First I want to apologize to a few of the Texans fans. I know T-Baby, Jason, I apologize for the disrespect I showed y'all team last week. They came out stellar performance.
No, they not until Will Dissly was dropping them passes.
Stellar performance overall in the game because
Justin Herbert played terrible.
He played terrible. But it was a solid win. It was one of those wins Darren loves. Solid all the way around offense.
No, his receivers is dropping his passes. Teams. The Texans defense played good.
Look,
nobody else on the Texans played good other than the Texans defense.
Quentin Johnson's been dropping 3 passes a game.
I couldn't tell the truth between Sam Darnold and Justin Herbert over the weekend. I'm just saying. But back to
don't leave out Jordan Love.
Oh yeah. Texans, I apologize. But now that the apology's out the way, let's be 92 plus 8 and keep it 100. Season's over this week. It's over. I can't be nice about it. I gotta keep it, as the young kids say, a buck. Y'all are versing the 2-time defending Super Bowl champs with that guy Patrick, my homeboy. Ankles feeling better. Week off. Travis got some alone time with Taylor. She's gearing up for her divisional debut. Her divisional debut of 2025 this week. It's honestly nothing y'all can do. The Nico Rons can coach his ass off. The defense can come out there getting it in with Edwards and Anderson and Stingley. They can come out there balling. Joe Mixon can have 100 yards. Nico can have 200. It don't matter. The Chiefs are winning this game because the NFL says the Chiefs are winning this game. And that's nothing else I can say.
You're okay, sure.
Point number one, the Kansas City Chiefs haven't played a game in over 3 weeks. In NFL parlance, as the former players, we call that rust. They're not going to come out of the gate flying on all cylinders. They're going to be off-tempo and very rusty. That's number one.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Have they ever won after 24 days off?
They have 0 wins in the franchise's history with 24 days of rest. That's number one.
All right. I'm just going to try to remember all these.
They're going up against the best defense they will have seen the entire year. A defense that gets to the quarterback better than anybody else. And what's the weakness on Kansas City's side? The offensive line stinks. Mahomes has been hit more than any time in his career. He's going to be on his rear end a lot in this game. And number 3, because you like to fight with stats and facts. That's new to me, as you may know.
Yeah.
But I found one that cannot be argued against.
Okay.
This year, so forget about past. This year, your beloved Kansas City Chiefs are winless in the 4:30 window. They have not won a single game all year when they play at 4:30. Greg Jennings, what time is their game this weekend?
I believe it's 4:30.
Oh, that's right, it is. 0-2, undefeated in every other time zone at 4:30, winless. They will be 0-3.
The only way the Texans got a chance is get Joe Mixon the ball.
All right, before I make my prediction, Justin Herbert did play terrible, but they lost the game when Will Dissly dropped the pass and led to the field goal. Justin Herbert made some terrible throws. They also lost the game when the Texans got lucky, but Stroud made a great play when they fumbled and he picked it up and threw it, and they scored before halftime.
So they wasn't doing nothing at all before that.
And then, but the Texans defense was so good in that game. That's how because Stroud really didn't play that good.
No, he didn't do that a lot.
But the Texans defense is so good. That's how they won that game. And I always knew I picked the Chargers because I preferred the Chargers will win. But I could have. The Texans aren't going to go out like that though.
Remember,
I told you they don't. I never say them lose a wild card home playoff game.
Remember a couple years ago with that D-Hop Houston Texans team. What they playing, the Chiefs?
when it's up 24-0.
Quick 24-0.
It was Deshaun Watson.
24 is it?
And then all of a sudden,
It's 24 up at half.
24 up at halftime. Because when you're playing a GOAT, it's never over. Now, if you paid attention to the season, they had no narratives to go with. Patrick Mahomes and had no receivers. They traded for D-Hop. Hollywood came back. Worthy turned into Rashee Rice 2.0. Stuff started clicking to the point where these motherfuckers lost.
Travis Kelce started playing. Then Travis
Yeah.
Kelce minus the touchdown.
To the point where these motherfuckers under Patrick alone lost uno game. 15-2, what? 16-2 overall record. I mean, what? It's great for you guys. 15-2. I mean, but
they got a stack roster now.
stack roster now. Defense is pretty damn good. Offense is good. I just don't see how the Texans win the game. I kind of see this being the type of game where the Texans keeping the momentum from the wild card round, get up early. You know, could even be 10-zip, and it'll be one of those situations where you let Mahomes get the ball last. You know, you gotta sell it like somebody can get close to Mahomes. But I see maybe a 2-possession lead win where the Texans try to come back, but nothing to do.
Yeah, as for these, when they don't want none, I'm picking the Chiefs as well. They probably win by like 10. Like you said, I think the Texans they will probably start off playing well, but this the Chiefs. They try and go for the 3-peat. They're not going to lose coming in these playoffs trying to go for that 3-peat with Patrick Mahomes, Kelce and them boys, Chris Jones and them on the defense. And their defense still one of the best. And another thing, they also went undefeated at home this season.
Sure.
Yeah. How many close one possession games?
Probably
Patrick
like,
Mahomes was out that bitch,
like
playing
7.
that bitch, and then going to
A lot.
giving you the motherfucking.
And anytime it's a close game, they gonna pull it out.
But this year was different from last year because I remember them close games last year. They was losing at first. They started off 3-4 last year.
When they kept having them drops.
Yeah.
Defensive line to play well, and Foley, him being back, and that was the reason why we played well in the run game. I thought he impacted the game there. Azeez making a huge play on a 3rd and 2, physical play, getting them to 4th down. Azeez Henry was consistent with where he was supposed to. And seeing all of our, all 9 guys we have on the defensive line who are up on game day, they all help in some form or fashion. When it comes to the run game specifically, like the run game isn't stopped without our D tackles, right? And that's Foley, there's Mario, Tim Settle, Tommy stepping in, Danico's, like all those guys contribute. And with them playing with great awareness, they're smart players. So that allows us to play. It's not just, firing off the ball, playing blind.
Also, what Deezy was saying, with the apology to Texas fans, you was right, but I got another thing. I remember before that game, they said no Texans quarterback has won multiple playoff games.
Not at all. And it was funny to hear that they. Like, what was that stat? They had it 8 times. Then in the playoffs in the last 20-something. Like, I didn't even know they've been in the playoffs that many times.
Oh, they was when they had Matt Sharp, Arian Foster, and J.J. Watt. They was in from like 2 between Arian Foster. My man was a beast. All Texas fans know about Arian Foster,
he was
man.
At the game too. He came.
Who Arian Foster at the game?
He came up for the game.
He wanted a great show. One of the great
from 2010 to like 2014, they made the playoffs like all 4 years.
My man said, "I don't need no celebration." Thank you. That to work.
Every time the Colts played, he's been scared.
What are the lines on the weekend? Pretty big. 8, 9, 6.5, and 1. Have any of those moved, or are they all about big?
They've all pretty much stayed the same from yesterday. The Eagles line has moved a bit up to 6.5. That one was 5.5 earlier in the week. That's the only one that's really moved a ton. Yeah, the big lines on Saturday, a little bit smaller on Sunday, but for a divisional weekend, yeah, those are quite large.
8.5, 9.5, especially if you think about the weather in Kansas City, you would think that game might be tight, but then also you could see Patrick Mahomes doing this one in this weekend. There's some stats coming out about Patrick Mahomes in divisional round.
Boy.
This dude gets a break, gets a chance to recalibrate. This is his divisional round operation resume. 6-0, and then 13 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. It's like Patrick Mahomes is obviously a superstar.
And, they say big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Patrick Mahomes has done that. The divisional round has been a cakewalk for this guy. He's been able to figure teams out. Now, last year they didn't have home field advantage, so they had to go on the road. They had to play in the divisional round. A lot of the times, or in the wild card round, a lot of times they don't have to, so they have 2 weeks. Andy Reid's record with 2 weeks preparation and a week coming off a bye week, also very, very good, which is why they're so damn dangerous in the playoffs. And also, this is the worst team that they've had. I think it's the worst season. Number 1 seed, best record in the entire NFL. Winning games however they do it. The Chiefs is still the Chiefs. 8.5, 9.5, 6.5. Those are big numbers across the board. Sportsbooks don't think this is going to be very close.